Ah, welcome to Worlds Told. My name is Jason, aka Solstice, and I'm tired. I didn't sleep a lot last night, but I wanted to stream still. Wanted to do some fun. Tonight we're gonna be trying to make some space bucks, some chill space bucks. Not gonna be pushing too hard, but got to make some money for our 324. We're gonna have furniture inside of our hangars. So, gotta have some of that furniture money. Maybe some teak, maybe some mahogany. A fine IKEA workbench. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, tonight's gonna be pretty low key. But I am kind of excited to see how my PC upgrade fares. Just finished putting it together a couple hours ago. Yeah, it wasn't very difficult, but it's always, I don't know. It feels like things have gotten more. When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, and I'd put together a new computer, like I was so excited about it. Now I'm just, every time I have to rebuild this thing, I get nervous. I'm like, is it gonna turn on? It feels way more, I don't know, like delicate, I guess, now than it did when I was younger. I don't think it is. It just feels that way though. And it's very strange when I'm plugging in, the RAM into the motherboard. And I mean, that really hasn't changed the entire time I put computers together. I mean, it used to be like chunky, thin little wafer DIMMs, and now we're of course up to, super chunky Sims with freaking RGBs on them and stuff. So I mean, it's not like it actually has become more delicate, but I think it's just the fact that when you look at those boards, they look like even more insanely convoluted than they did when I was a kid. And so because of that, like, I just get this nerve-wracking nature. Like, what if I touch a sensor wrong and I've now shorted the whole thing out? I don't know. I mean, it came together, but oh man, it just always makes me nervous as I'm putting it together. But that's neither here nor there. I'm thinking it's time at the very least to hop in. I really want to see this thing in action. So, though, because of the fact that I'm on Twitch, you're only going to see this in 1080. I'm going to be running this whole thing in 4K, and that's in preparation for possibly doing cross streaming on another platform as well that can't necessarily be mentioned. But if it works, hey man, 4K Star Citizen, I'm on board. Let's take a look. So right now, I mean, this is looking pretty good, but admittedly, it's pretty minimalistic. Not a lot going on here, so mileage may vary. Actually, I wonder. Let's see what sort of details can I get at this point. Okay, it's spinning up its FPS counter. All right, looks like oh, okay. I have a feeling this is probably a fixed video. So 60K is 60K the world around. Because that is eerily perfectly that 60 right on there. But we're going to watch this thing. We're going to see what it thinks. Oh, interesting. And it's smartened up to do DLSS 50. Usually the auto would put me at 66. So it's like, you know what? Got some room. All right, let's take a look. Oh man, yeah. I had trouble sleeping last night, and then you ever get like you sleep weird most of the night, you get like a crick in your neck. Like that's what I woke up with, and it is broken me mentally. Like I can't use words. I can't think good. But it is what it is. It's no big deal, but yeah, it's just one of those days, man. But the nice thing is this is now done. I got the weekend to chill. Next week, of course, for us sad, nerdy, white-collar folk in the U.S., is going to be a holiday, 4th of July. So have a little time off there. should be pretty good. All right, let's see how we get on the numbers. All right, so far, oh, we're dancing up, 87, 9. Oh, we're gonna hit 90. Now we're gonna hit high 80s, but still, that's already a nice jump. I think before I was at 50s, and that was at 1440. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I can live with that. Let's bring up the game a little bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, that definitely looks a little smoother. So what I'm thinking is kind of kicking off with some good old-fashioned paneling. Paneling is fun. It's chill. It's relaxing, right? Security cameras, be warned. Always with the security cameras. Yeah, this already feels smoother. I gotta say, like, I don't know if you can really tell the difference on the other side, but yeah, this definitely feels smoother. What's up, buddy? Okay, let's see what I got. So, okay, I got my tractor, good, and I got my base outfit, and I'm a little thirsty. I'm hashtag thirsty. Let's go get us a water. So we'll start off maximized on our thirstiness. Oh yeah, I'll take trade. Boop, magic circle. All right, give me one of those. Please and thank you. Drinking. Drank your drink, buddy. Oh, hydrated. Good stuff. Okay. What would be really interesting is, considering you have a helmet on, is if there was like an audible difference when you put the helmet on. Like, it doesn't have to be like a dramatic one, because obviously, especially currently, most people tend to leave their helmet on. But it would be kind of neat to be able to, you know,
welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
hear a
system.
slight difference, like either it's muffled or a little bit more, like, I don't know, crackly sound, technical sounding. I don't know. All right, so here's the question for later. Where is my Hulsey? Pyro, New Babage. Okay, so I got one over at New Babage. Pyro, okay, that makes sense. But we're not going to use that for now. I just was kind of curious. What I'm thinking is, like I said, let's start with a little light salvage. See, it even says it there. Let's do a little light salvage.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered
Hangar
to the Please
2.
visit us again.
All right, let's go. Consolidated Outland. Is that a Pioneer? I'm trying to think of what that is relative to that angle. I think that's a Pioneer. I want a Pioneer. One day, man. One day I'll get a Pioneer. These are targeted ads. They know I want one. Whoa! What? I didn't push forward, but hey, I mean, that's where I wanted to go, so there's that. But that's the second time I've had that happen, where, like, the moment the door opens, boom, I'm like warped in there. Like, what the heck? What if I didn't want to go there? Uh-oh, one second. I gotta check something here. I don't see it there, so there you go. I noticed my joystick was not joysticking, so let's fix that, shall we? There we go. And there we go. Oh, and options. Let's make sure they're both on. Cool. Okay. They are both on. Cool. That should do it. Turn to game. Like I said, gonna have some odds and ends going on right now. Oh, hold on. Did it close it? Close it when I shrank it? I think it did. Oh, that's why. Okay. I think there's an option for me to do that. Joystick Gremlin. Come on, buddy. There you are. Go. Hold on, let's see. Options, highlight. Beautiful. Hey, Leroy. How you doing, Mongoose? How's your day going? There we go. Now we'll test it out. Oh, interesting. It's the classic. It was working earlier. Ah, interesting. Oh, what is also interesting is... Oh, I bet I know why. Okay. Discard. Go to my joystick gremlin bits. I think it's because I didn't save it after I had set it. All right, 1 second here. Swap devices. This one. Wang. Hey, Mocox35, how you doing? Holy smokes, loving the new look of the 324. No kidding, right? It looks so good. Aw, that's a bummer. Here I was, very excited. And then that. Harumph. Alright. That looks good. Save the profile. Now let's try it. There we go. Found. At the Pipeline SC leaks? I have not. I usually just kind of wait for them to show up in assorted locations, so I haven't seen anything just yet. I've heard a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen anything. I'll put it that way. Nice. Hold on. We got someone that needs to go on a little walkie poo. Little walkie. How interesting. So I can't... Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, come on, man. There we go. Yeah, I don't need that in my life. Don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So what are they showing in the leaks on Pipeline? Is it our dream ship? Our furniture in the future one, they almost got the old hangar flare done. Oh yeah, that I had heard on what was it? Super Mac Brothers and who was the other one that I saw? Ollie was talking about that too. Yeah, that's actually the whole reason I'm making money tonight, so I'll have some furniture cash. Got to get a couch and a table at the very least. Yep, which is good because that's the only furniture I'll be able to get. But yeah, looking forward to putting my plants down on my new table. Putting bean bags, a Corsair cockpit chair. Ooh, okay. That's cool. That's some stuff I didn't know. That's very cool. All right. Spin up.
You are clear to launch.
I am clear to launch. Clearly. Yeah, look at that. This is great. Already at 90, at 4K, and I've still got tons of crap in the area. That's so nice. Ugh. I'm loving this. The detail also looks a little more, you know, detailed. Ugh. Look at that.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Looking forward to getting my cross stream going eventually. It's the main reason I did the upgrade. It's in preparation to stream here and a certain other unnamed site that is well known, so I can get the 4K stream. Oh, it's gonna be very cool. Actually, freight elevators can hold 896 if you've got an XL hangar, which is very cool. Yeah, the 120 I think is the baseline one. Where was I going? I'm going to Mick L1. Yep, I'm looking forward to that because, dude, all I'm gonna do is cargo all the time. Speaking of cargo, and speaking of hangars, did you see today's Star Citizen Live? because they were building a mission specifically for cargo, which was kind of fun to watch. All right, buddy. There you are. We're off to OM1. Let's go. Oh God, this is so nice. I'm on board with this. Not yet. Watch it later. Nice. Yeah, they basically, the mission that they put together was a base cargo mission. And it's nice. They walked through a lot of the basic resource trees, which are basically going to be kind of the... it's kind of like the framework for Quanta. Like, parts of it we've definitely seen before, but it's nice that they also then did the comparison of the concepts from Quanta as a real-world mission-based system. They also walked through how they do their very baseline risk-reward assessment, which is really kind of nice. Actually reminded me very much of a lot of the mission design I've seen at previous places, which was a lot of fun. Always comes down to an Excel spreadsheet, which is what they did here, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, it was a really fun stream. Definitely would recommend watching it. And part 2 next week, they're going to actually, check it out in the game. Well, in their instance of the game, not ours. But yeah, it was really fun. It was a good stream to watch. Highly recommend. But the other thing is, what was it they vaguely previewed 2 weeks from now? God, what was it? They did mention briefly what they're going to be showing in 2 weeks, and it was something of interest. It fell out of my brain, so I don't remember what it is. But I remember liking it. Can't recall that. Delicious. Wonderful. Excitement. Ah, boy. Yeah. So far, I'm really liking it. Look at that. 118. Ah, it's so nice. Sorry, I'm going to be that guy probably for the bulk of this stream. Upgrades are just always fun. So one of the things I was also planning to do is, I had been talking about it forever ago, but I wanted to do some like starter videos, like basically how-tos for new folk. And this was also part of that because I really wanted to do them in 4K. Now, I'll be able to do that without much difficulty, so that'll make things pretty nice. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna ooh and ah over how nice this looks in comparison to previously. The funny thing is, I am sure that relative to the stream, it looks the exact same, because whether it's 1440p or 4K, I'm outputting to 1080p for Twitch, so it looks the exact same. There's no difference. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy. Got a dog over here. Maybe he wants a Treato from the bucket. The bucket of treats. You want a bucket of treats? Well, of course he wants a bucket. You want something from the bucket of treats? Wonderful. Wonderful. I gotta say, though, so far, I'm very happy with how well my my setup survived. There was a lot of backing up to make sure it wasn't a colossal bust when I came back today. I had to back up like so much stuff. The frickin' my OBS setup, my streamer bot setup, my Stream Deck setup. What else did I have? All the joystick gremlin layout stuff. My God, there's just so many little things here and there. Crazy amounts of stuff. Crazy amounts. Also, on my other screen right now, just so I can eyeball it, I'm like watching the GPU and the CPU just to make sure, they're doing okay. Funny thing is, right now the CPU is doing less than it was when I was testing this out last night. So last night when I hopped on, Star Citizen ate up, let's see, I think it started off at 20%, and the moment I started Star Citizen, it popped it up to 80, which is crazy. Considering it's a freaking i9, it's still like, no, we want more. We need more. We crave it. Right now, it's like hovering around 50, which isn't too bad. Now the GPU, that thing is honking it right now. It's sitting roughly at about 95% usage. It's all those fancy effects, all those schmancy looking things. But not too bad. So how's everybody's night going? Anybody doing anything fun? Beyond watching me, of course. Well, hi, buddy. Come here. There we go. Wow. Little man. Little fancy boy. Yeah. Yeah, good boy. You're like, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all. Alright, we're here, bud. Here. I have to put you down. You're short. You're furry. I spent, while rebuilding this thing, I spent the bulk of the time watching, what was it, season 2 of Reacher. I've binged the hell out of that show, which I gotta say was pretty fun. It's such a freaking 80s style throwback, that show, but it was an absolute blast. Come here, bud. Give him another bite, another snacker. There you go. Had a good time watching that. All right. Let's see. Which one are you? I don't want to go all the way to make L2, sir. L1A. That seems reasonable. That's closer to where the good stuff is. Hey, McLaughlin, how you doing? Oh, that's what it was. I must have bumped the door when I got in. That's hilarious. Eh, not too bad, not too bad. Just hopping out here to do a little scraping, a little space scraping. Save up some space cash so I could buy some furniture in 324. All right, let's see. Chakong. Alright, that's 1850, that's not enough. 5250 maybe. 1720, not so much. Okay, right over here. Is furniture a thing? Furniture will be a thing. In 324, we're getting our own personal hangers finally, and with it you'll be able to actually just leave stuff out, and it'll just be there persistently, which is going to be a blast. And with that, they're introducing furniture, including some of like the old school furniture if you've been you know, a backer for a while. Yep, well, not only bringing them back, but making them persistent too. So we're gonna have cargo elevator or freight elevators, because everything's gonna be physicalized as of 324. We're gonna have the ability to pull up all of our stuff via item banks, or no, they call them what they call them now, storage access, I think, and freight elevators. Our ships are going to be able to be pulled up in the hangar, and everything that you put in your custom hangar is persisted. So if you lay stuff out however you want, that's how it'll be when you get back, unless you put it on the sliding door for the ships, because when the floor opens up, well, that may not be around anymore. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. That might be it right there. Whoop, whoop, hi, hi. Whoa, that just popped out of nowhere. There's some pieces. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. That's all I wanted in life, was something to scrape. my scrapey Christmas wish? Do I have anything in? I do have some stuff in my team. Okay. Before you could have in there, there's no one, no going to it. You had to log into it. Yep, back in the old hangar module days. Yep, it's gonna be like that, except permanent. Yeah, and the hangar flare, a lot of it will be back, and the rest will be coming back. But they have to update a lot of it so that it's you know, updated to modern requirements and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. They've already had a lot of people discussing what's in there and stuff, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, for us that weren't backers back in the hangar module days, so we don't have a lot of that old hangar flare. There's gonna be a lot of it available for purchase, primarily furniture to start with. So that's kind of what I'm kind of half joking. I'm pretty sure I have enough money for whatever furniture they're gonna have to offer that I want. But, you know, it's a fun excuse to make some cash. You can still get the old hangar flare. Oh, really? Like, all of it? Like the fish tank and stuff? I know you can get some stuff via subscriber, but I always presumed that was a subset. Nice. Okay. Well, in that case, that's good. I'll have some other things I can go grab. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very happy to hear that, because there's definitely a few things I'm going to get. Yeah, 3 to 4K, that's kind of what I was figuring too. So it's like, honestly, if I could probably buy out, I mean, I think most people that play this for any amount of time will be able to buy out the shop pretty easily. Well, fish tanks weren't flare via the store, they came with ship packs. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff I'm talking about though. It's like, I feel like not everything that was available previously will be purchasable. At least initially. I'm sure eventually fish tanks, even if they're not like the old fish tanks, like they might be new ones, they might save those as like, this is exclusive. If you got it then, you know, you're cool. But at the very least, some sort of fish tanks will eventually show up. I get to dwell on the, I can't believe I spent people money on this. Hell yeah. That's 90% of the game, right? That's when you know you're a real Star Citizen player. When you have at least partial regret over the amount of money you've spent on the game. Ah, the Andromeda pack. Nice. Scraping for some space bugs. The very first day, if 324 hits PTU next week, the very first day I play, this is one of my two biggest things I'm looking forward to doing. Step 1 is vulture scraping, going back to L1, because it'll probably be Mick L1, dropping off my crates, then taking out my other ship and putting those crates on there. Very excited. Very excited. Oh, and crossing it over with the Star Citizen Live from today, they were showing kind of how they visualize available planets for specific missions, specifically specific cargo missions. They were showing the breakdown of which outposts have freight cargo elevators, because not all of them have the freight elevators, but there's definitely more than like 1 or 2 generally per planet. So it was kind of cool to see that they have it all broken out in their little docks. Man, it totally reminded me of my old day job. Combine the jukebox and all. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Now, does the jukebox play? Like, can it play? Like, I'm assuming even if it did, it'd only be like Star Citizen soundtrack stuff. But can it? The old Andy was my first play. Oh, nice. My very first pledge was the Aurora MR. It was a Luminalia package. Although that one is now my Titan. My Titan Awanger. Alright, enough of that guy. I think he's scraped to the gills. Now, I saw another one nearby. Let's see if we could find it. Yeah, this one almost like collided with me. It's like, dude, what's up? What's up, buddy? It was close enough that it was pretty easily visible. Oh, no, that's the station. I was like, come on. It can't be. Sir, that's not it. Where were you? Yeah, you're the one I just scraped. There it is. Oh, and there's another one. Nice. Oh, hold on. And there's another one? Oh, that's why it was so much. Dude, there's 4 panels. 4 panels, guys. I'm a wealthy man. Upgraded, sold back too much to know what was what. Yeah, I've still got a hold on most of my stuff, but I'm sure that I've got, you know, less years on you in that respect, so I'm sure it'll get to that point eventually for me. Wait a minute. Excuse me. I would like to scrape this. There we go. So what's your go-to ship? What's your favorite ship right now, McCulkin? One named Carrack and one Loner Carrack. Nice. I have a Loner Carrack that actually was from an upgrade from my original Carrack. And ironically, my Hammerhead is also from my upgraded Hammerhead. So it all loops back around. Yeah, if I remember, I think the Carrack became that become the BMM? I think that became the BMM, and the Hammerhead became the Polaris. You seen the trolley yet? Yeah. I've seen the hover trolley. Yeah, they've had it demoed in quite a few videos for a while. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having my own, man. I'm so excited about that thing, man. Although, admittedly, since I'll be in this giant cavernous frickin' what's it called, hangar, I may just pull out the MPUV tractor. But it'll be nice to have the option. I'll definitely be picking up at least one trolley. Ding ding. This one's kind of thin on stuff. Little light. Ain't got nothing on it. It's got skin and bones. Go-to now is Corsair with Ursa Med. Nice. You looking forward to the trolley, Mongoose, or is it kind of meh to you, or what are you thinking? What's your opinion on the matter? So the trolley is basically kind of like a flat, just a flatbed hover vehicle, and it's got basically a little, what's it called, like a flatbed square area, which is pretty nice. Hey Texan, how you doing? Doing your thing? Nice. Yeah, it's kind of if flatbed truck's the right idea, but imagine if it was like even more flatbed and even less truck. You know what, we're gonna need fridges for our hangars because I'm gonna need space for my beer. That's right. That's right. Gotta bring your cold ones in. Just go buy one of those Benny's the Pips. Get a Pip vending machine. Just have it there and just swap it out for beer. Hovers so you can't sneak into bunkers. I think it'll be too wide for bunkers. It's definitely not too wide for distribution centers, because that was where we first started seeing it get previewed when they were showing off the distribution centers. But yeah, I don't think the bunkers it's gonna fit. Now the thing is, you could pop a pulse in there, although we're losing non-physicalized space, so the pulse may not be a bucket anymore. You may not be able to just bring it along and put stuff in your pulse inventory. But that was good times, man. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Okay, another minor gush. Look at that. 98. Oh, God. I'm loving this. How am I doing toastiness? Oh, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of keeping an eye on the temperature just to see how it wears in. Go. Other sweet thing is we can now choose what size box of stuff we want to buy. Yes, dude, I am so excited about that. I'm absolutely exhausted by having to buy like a dozen, what, like 16 or no, is it 8 or 16? What's the highest you could purchase? But yeah, just getting those crates and putting stuff in, I'm like, I just want to be able to get a 32. What I'm hoping, now I haven't heard anything about this, so I don't know. I don't think it's going to be part of 324, but it's got to be coming somewhat soon. Is the ability to transfer stuff from, and by stuff I don't mean things like your guns, etc., but stuff more like this, like RMC. Take stuff from your 2 8 SCU boxes and move them into a 16 SCU box, that kind of a thing. It's got to be coming, right? Oh, that's right, 32, because 64 is the largest, if I remember right now. Want something that hovers to go fast in space fight, then rolls for getting past anti-air. That's fair. Fast and rolly. That's a legit want. All right, buddy. Let's do this. Eject, you bastard. Stamp it. Stamp it. Yes, yes. Eject it. Eject it, reject it. You, in the corner. Get it too early and you kind of get that quasi, what's it called? Support issue. A little too high. Yep, a little too high still. Come on, buddy. A little lower. There we go. That's a champion. Too good for your home? Oh, dude, yeah. You're not wrong. Speaking of which, I got an email. Apparently that's going to be starting over July 4th break. So for those people that enjoy partaking in the murderous escapades, they are in for a treat this next week. Of course, I'm a baby boy. I'm a delicate little butterfly. Oh, you. Look at that. That guy's not doing okay. Clickety, clickety, click. Yeah, I know. I took too long. Continue. Jeeves. Oh, is it? Yeah, you know what? I count. I am in the way, so you couldn't do anything. That's fair. That's fair. You know that? Yeah. Flop. Dude, I'm getting some fun little jankeries there. Like, self-inflicted, but still. Little jankery. There we go. Yeah, let's open this up. You're next, buddy. Buddy pal. Oop. R is short for pirate. Yeah, a little closer. Hold on. There we go. Gentle. Oh, lurk away, man. Lurk to your heart's content. We all lurk down here. Oh, it's you. You're the culprit. Okay. Move you over here. Oh, you're just the cursed one, aren't you? Not only will you not allow anything to attach there, but also you're just not allowing things to be placed on top of you either. Rude. Right there. You, we're gonna push you a little bit back, just a smidge. There we go. That. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough for government work. In the hole. In your hole, buddy. All right, now we're cooking. Oh, I've cleared the space, buddy. Up and over. There we go. Perfect. How much do I have left? Right, that's fine. Nice. Yeah, one more batch will probably cover it for now. For now. Beep beep. I think we're gonna have to get a new vulture when we. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get a new vulture when we get back to New Babage, because this guy's got derelict crap on it. I think last time I was scraping with this guy, like I sold what I could. There was some glitchiness. I was tired, so I was like, yeah, it's good enough. When I logged on today, I'm like, look, one SCU. That SCU cannot be touched. It is the Dark SCU. It's part of the new Dark SCU, which is the Star Citizen universe. It's a new action franchise starring Jax. You know, he'd watch it. It's got that cool helmet, the tie. You saw in the Pyro videos that he can kick ass. I mean, I'd be there for the Dark SCU. Speaking of which, Jax should be back this year, right? Because they were saying in the videos, well, they said in the videos 2 years ago that we'd see him next IAE, but obviously they didn't, and understandably so. It's like, I'm not giving them grief because they needed all the cinematics team working on 42. But when they announced that they weren't doing the videos, they did say they would be back next year, which, lo and behold, next year, because that's how time works, is this year. So, yeah, should be back for some IAE shenaniganery. Yeah, Jax is returning from Pyro. Along with what's-his-face, Jeremy Clarkson. Space Jeremy Clarkson. I forgot his name. I'm just gonna call him Space Jeremy Clarkson from here on out. Oh yeah, you're right, because Jackson, yeah. What was his name? It was something kind of simple, though. See, this is why they need more of those videos. It's just falling on my memory, because I only had 1 year of them, and then they disappeared. Jimmy! Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Because Jax is Space Jeremy Clarkson. Jimmy is Mr. Suit. Well, in a suit. I don't really consider him a suit. He's too cool to be a suit. He's got the right attitude to be a badass. This is Jimmy. I'm afraid all we know him as is the Stick. The Stick's older cousin. Alright, Where's the last one? Up here? No. No. There he is. Hello. Fancy meeting you here. Now here's my question. Do you remember what they were doing when they were in Pyro? Leaving last I remember. Because the original plan was, well, they got to Pyro. Everything went to shit. They lost their ship. Jax was trying to make his way back with a loner from like an expeditionary force. He got caught with the Pyro gangs, and then Jimmy saved his ass. And then they were on their way back, and then I believe that the ship took some damage on the way out from I think a solar flare, if I remember. And then that was the to be continued, if I remember. And when Jax got there, what did he see? Oh, it's been about a half year. We rewatched those during IAE, but I haven't really watched them since, so I'm trying to recall. The Galaxy. Ah, okay. That makes sense, since the last time they had the videos was when the Galaxy was introduced. Yeah, I was mentioning to McCulkin specifically, the Galaxy is always kind of etched in my mind in terms of when it was introduced, because it was literally the same time that I started Star Citizen. So we've kind of got our own birthdays there. My birth as a Star Citizen, and the birth of the announcement of the Galaxy. It's possible. I mean, it definitely seems reasonable. It's got to be coming kind of soon. But kind of soon is the big question. I always took it as the main reason that they had the Galaxy there was because it was being announced during that IAE. But, I mean, it'd be nice if it came full circle and it was also released when we get our next Jax video. Well, they definitely showed the silhouette that looked like the Galaxy. I hadn't heard anyone officially say it. I mean, correction, I've heard a lot of streamers say it, but I haven't heard anyone from SIG say it, though. SIG did confirm it? Okay. Yeah, because everything I've seen from SIG was being very coy. I mean, kind of like, you know what we're saying, kind of coy in terms of what the last couple of ships are. But yeah, no, that's good. Few ISC videos later. Ah, nice. Okay. I don't remember that, but I definitely wouldn't say that that means it's wrong. I don't remember a lot of things. I'd be happy if it shows up this year. That'd be great. As long as it doesn't push my baby. My child. I haven't been clarified because a lot of people were thinking Perseus. That thing seemed a little small for the Perseus. But I'm glad they clarified it then. I mean, it's not like the Perseus is giant, but it does seem a little bigger than the Galaxy from what I've seen. Now, I haven't even looked at the metrics. I'm just going off of the scale of the stuff I've seen of it. Because, I mean, sure enough, it'd be really easy to look up, but it requires effort I am not willing to do, apparently. All right, let's take this stuff. Now, thanks to that janky box, I have a feeling this is probably going to be all of the rest of mine. I've heard tidbits about the Polaris being in 324 build, but it's not done yet. I could see that from a testing standpoint, but for very specific reasons, I don't think it's going to be like an official build, but I don't think that's what you're saying anyways, so yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Go, over there. Boink. you? Yeah, it was in the Evocati build. Gotcha. I'm assuming it was in the data dump for the Evocati build, because if they're not ready to ship it, I doubt they're gonna have it running around. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true, because it's gotta already be in the data builds, because we've already had it in release builds, the external. Ah, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Come here. I forgot about that broken one. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm figuring. Yeah, after you mention it, that does make sense, because yeah, we've had basically the flyby Polaris, so no reason they wouldn't actually have more there. Okay, I'm gonna have to run this guy. Yeah, not quick enough. There we go. Ugh. Get out of here, quick. Quickity lick. Lickety quick split. That's 2. I'll only bring 6 out. 4. 5. You calm down. And 6. There we go. I think they're using Evocati to test some things on it before release. That's definitely a possibility. Bonk. Mama! Yikes. Come here, you. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, buddy. You. Nope. Nope. How dare you. I am safe. Hot damn. Okay. Up. Over. And over. Well, now you. Ah, how dare you. How dare. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a good move. Slam it into 1 just so you can get in line for slamming into 2. Eh? Genius. Thank you. Thank you. Yoink. And you 2. And we'll scrape enough to fill this guy. And head back. Do a little selly poo. Yeah. A little cash transaction. A little Trazione del Cascio. Close, please. I think they're using Evocati to test some things. After Jumptown is over, don't be shocked if suddenly there is a pyro test again around a week or 2 later. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be. I'm expecting it. We're pretty darn close to needing to start move on to the pyro stuff. I think the biggest thing right now is going to be just getting meshing worked out. Yoink. Enter, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. There we go. Yeah, filler station's locked. I know that. This I know. Right. I'm gonna scrape you up and get the heck out of here. I'm gonna turn this into a fine colonial antique wood set. Wood furniture. It's gonna look great. I didn't realize how close I was. You ever get so into scraping that you just, all you hear is the pattern? Yeah, I was that guy when I was a kid. I'd make all the sounds. My parents would be like, shut up! Shut your mouth! Stop making weird sounds, kid. Yeah, that's right. My parents called me kid. Don't mess with Jake Trump. He makes sounds, but he also makes business moves. Oh, nice. The cop car kid. I was a cop car kid at one point. Woo! Woo! Whoop, whoop. Oh, God, yes. My parents hated it. I was also the kid that, as we were going on a road trip, would read every sign we'd go past. It drove my stepmom insane. It's like, we all can read. Like, she meant it well. She was a very sweet woman, but like she had a tolerance limit when we were in the car. It was like, you gotta stop reading every single sign we pass. Later in life, I found out that apparently that is a potential symptom of neurodivergence, and I'm like, yeah, no, that lines up. That makes sense. It's all come together now. Things that didn't necessarily need answering are getting answered in my life, let me tell you. There we go. Peas and carrots. Oh, as an exclamation, I know that one. It's gonna bug me too. Peas and carrots. Peas and carrots. Oh man, I can't recall. What is who says peas and carrots? Oops, that's not the button I wanted. What does this button do? Famous last line. Oh, that's right, nothing, because I didn't. Ah, that's right. That's why we have that cool little feature. That's right. Handy. Let's see if I can wub this. Oh. Hold on. Oh, I know what's going on there. There we go. That's that silly autopilot thing. No. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Dragon Ball making a wish. Nice. It wasn't what I was thinking of, though. That's interesting. I didn't watch a lot of not in any negative sense. Dragon Ball is fine to me. I did watch some Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't watch a lot of Dragon Ball growing up. I'm trying to think of where I've heard peas and carrots. Was that an exclamation mark, or was that like all he wanted? Like, I want peas and carrots. What's the context there? Gubabage. Man, every freaking patch release, the freaking Maps app gets better. I remember how janky it was when I was first using it. It was still way better than the original tool, but it was still pretty janky. Like, you click on something, sometimes it'd forget what you clicked on. It's been really consistent in 323. I'm very happy with how well they got that thing to work consistently. Got a sideways dog beside me. Who expected a sideways dog? Not me. He's just laying there, just all sideways. He's got a bed, but he's like, nah, I want to be hanging out next to you. And I'm like, appreciate it, buddy. Preach, buddy. Preach. Oh yeah, so unfortunately there will be no pizza made this Sunday either. She is recuperating from previous adventures, and so it'll just be me. And I'm thinking, now that we've gotten through No Man's Sky, we got through the last bit of Warframe adventuring I wanted to get done, we've gotten through the final shape, I can finally pull out Hellblade 2. So that is going to be a high chance of what is happening this Sunday. It's going to be fun. Puppy decided it was smart to lay down behind my chair. Yeah, I always, you'll notice sometimes, like if I get up for a moment on stream, you'll notice me looking behind me. It's because I can never trust that damn dog is not right behind my chair. And he's such a little dude. It's like, I do not want to put like road marks on my poor pup. So I always have to check, because he just loves laying next to like machinery that could crush him. Like, honestly, the fact he is still alive is a tribute to my observance. Under my bed or by my feet. Yeah, Indy likes to lay by my feet. Although a couple of times I have scolded him because there have been situations where he'll stretch out underneath the desk while I'm streaming, and he'll like pull out cords or stuff. So he's gotten a couple of very frustrated what the hells, and so he's doing that less. But he does love laying like right next to me. Like he's over right there. Yeah, he's a good little boy. Honestly, I should just get like more cameras and just put him around, because he doesn't seem to lay as much in the same spot anymore. And so like being able to have a cool indie cam is a lot trickier, because he's constantly laying here and then over here and then over here. I'm gonna go broke with the amount of places he chooses to lay. But yeah, he's just a sweet little boy. He's the best. He's my little floof. While I was assembling the computer last night, like he was basically just like chilling next to me the whole time. He was either laying like while I was sitting and putting the more finer parts together, he would be at my feet. If I was up kind of hunched over, he'd be over to the side. Like he just wanted to be around. I love him for that. Now here's the big field test. Let's see how this does while in atmosphere, because this is usually what kills it, right? The cities. Now keep in mind, like I said, this is currently 4K, so we'll see how this does. What kind of thermal paste do you use? I'm trying to remember the company. So I got a what's it called? A CPU guard, because now that I'm on the i9, the towers the air towers that you use for them are kind of clunky, kind of big, and so they will actually over time kind of bend your standard like prong. So I got a CPU guard for it, and it came with the thermal paste, which was really kind of nice. But honestly, nothing really fancy. It's not like I'm using like any particular grade or tier. The nice thing is the i9 guard came with paste that's rated for i9 heat, so that worked out really well. But yeah, just what was the name of the company? It was a company I'd only a friend of mine introduced me to. Let me see if I can find it, because it'll be on my Amazon list. Amazing. The funny thing is, bringing it up, the first thing it says, pick up where you left off, is like 4 different versions of thermal paste, because that was what I was looking at last when I finalized my order. Thermalright, that is the company. So they made my retrofit bracket. That's technically what the guard's called. And they also made my tower. And it came with, let's see if it has the specific descriptor for that guy. All aluminum. No, that's the buckle. Where's the hell is the descriptor of the paste? It's not on the Amazon site. Of course it's not. That would be too easy. Tex? Yeah, it's Thermalright's paste. I'll leave it at that, primarily because I'd have to go look it up. But yeah. Let me tell you, so coming back to PC a couple of years ago, the amount of paste you have to use nowadays is so much smaller than what I had to use when I was younger. I basically just slopped on way too much my first time through. So I was like, oh, you have to, like the old days, you had to actually like cover the top, because you weren't really compressing it as much as you do now. Now keep in mind, I'm talking about like this would have been the 2010s. Early 2010s was the last time I had a game PC before coming back in for streaming. And, oh, hold on. Getting a little overzealous with my flying. I was about to pancake myself without even noticing. Oh no. Oh no, what are you doing, buddy? Look at that Hull C. Look at that Hull C. Someone's got some problems here. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I would like slather the top of the chip And then when I got my i7, I was like, oh, well, you do the same thing, right? And I didn't put a lot on, but I put a thin layer on. But even a thin layer is too much. Like, you're supposed to put about the size of a pea or slightly smaller. And yeah, it was hilarious when I first did it. And you just saw it like. It was like watching one of those YouTube or TikTok videos where they have like the compressor that crushes stuff. Oh my god. Lucky it's not super conductive. Oh well, first off, I don't do it while it's on. But yeah, I did know to make sure it was cleared off before it landed, because I since thermal paste has been around for decades, it's like I knew it can't touch anything else. So like the moment I started seeing it coming out, I was just like, okay, we're getting that before it starts leaking into anything else. But oh my god, yeah, it was a lot. This one, it was nice. It was just like a little dot, and I had to eventually, when I was putting everything on, I had to readjust it, and it was kind of nice because I got to see the result in action. And so when I took the tower off for readjusting, I looked at the, oh, there it went. Let's see, what's the temp? 50. Okay, not too bad. We'll see if that's a recurring thing. So the other thing is I forgot not to use live, not to use live, because there are a couple of client crashes that are known. So that's the reason I wanted to test it today. Hotfix. Yeah, it looks like it was within temp boundaries, and CPU was within good boundaries. Okay, good. But yeah, when I took off the cap, the tower, and looked at it, it was just completely, perfectly covered. It was so nice, and it was just a pea-sized amount. The compression that you get on modern air towers is way different. Exactly, just to conduct that heat up to the tower. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The tech is great. I mean, hell, I remember the first heat sink I put on back in the 486 era, and it was basically just this little chunky boy. It was like this big, maybe. That's it. Oh yeah, gotta tweak this part. Graphics. Whoop, whoop. Get up there, buddy. Hell yeah. Alright, that looks good. Back. Persistent. There. Ever tried a delighted CPU in metal paste? I have not. What's delighted? Delidded. Oh, delidded. Let me take a look. Delidded CPU. Let's see. Delidding is where you remove the metal integrated heat spreader from your CPU and the stock thermal paste, then replace it with liquid metal or high quality thermal paste. I have not done that. Greater heat dissipation, notably reducing temperatures by 10 to 20% along with greater overclocking. Nice. So I don't usually overclock, so that might not be as, I mean, hell, heat reduction is heat reduction, no matter what you're doing. But in terms of the benefits I would get, yeah, I would imagine so. That looks risky. That'd be the big thing for me. Is like one conclusion I've definitely come to in my life, because I used to spend so much time trying to do and learn everything. Oh no, I lost my ship. Think of the children. Well, the good news is, at least, same shit, different day. If only that guy knew. Ah, there we go. That's a bummer. So I lost a chunk of SCU, but I will say at least then I can clear out that thing. Fortunately, money, whatever. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. One thing I've definitely kind of come to the conclusion about in life is that I'm not willing to commit extra effort to things that I don't plan to maintain or master. That kind of came from a point where I was running a fan site for
Vehicle
what was it?
select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
That was for
following
anime.
location.
And this is back in like the mid
Welcome
2000s. I was a
to
total
the
baby back
ASOP
then.
vehicle retrieval system.
And hold on, I'm checking to see. I'm assuming this thing is lost to the winds, isn't it? Yeah, unknown. That's fine. It had the weird mystery crapper on there, anyways.
Your
So that
insurance
works.
claim has been sent.
3 minutes.
Please visit us again.
There we go.
Goodbye.
Let me make sure it actually
Welcome
caught that, though.
to the welcome to the
Welcome.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Well shot. Yeah, I
Your
did.
insurance claim has been. Thank you.
There we go. Okay.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, I was running this anime site, and since my day job was all, at that point web specific, but, just internet programming stuff, I would focus so much on working on the functionality of the site that I wouldn't get articles out. And that was the main reason people would go there. And so I kind of came to the conclusion that, like, the thing I give a crap about is the thing I want to dedicate my time to. Even if I have a skill set or even a slight interest in other aspects of it. And that has kind of really helped me in terms of guiding the stuff I'm interested in, the stuff I want to focus on. And in this case, what was really kind of nice about that specific scenario was stuff like this, where it's like I could get to know like some deeper level stuff about modern hardware, but I'm only really using the hardware to get to the gaming, to get to programming, to get to the software. And so I've kind of come to the conclusion that unless it is intrinsic to being able to do that thing, I just don't follow that stuff anymore. I would have probably in my early 20s. I would have been like, dude, this is a new thing. I'm excited. I will learn it. But it's like the thing that excites me now is playing the game or making the stuff. Like, for example, God, the what was it, the raid panel I created? Like I wrote that thing forever. I still have yet to finish the UI for it, but primarily because the main thing for me is I want to, do the streaming. And so the UI, it'll get there when it gets there. I'll finish it, but it'll be a while, and that's fine because people aren't coming here for the graphics. They're coming here to hang out with me. Hopefully, at any rate, that's the dream, right? So fingers crossed on that. Oh yeah, let's bring up our good friend. Oh, caps lock, you bastard. Oh. Okay, yep, let's send that out. Please provide hung out in, where was I, Everest? And then brought up console, and then crash. Verify. Yeah, I'd only delid an old CPU if it was starting out. That's true. That makes sense. Yep. All right. Let's try lowering. This is the reason I wanted to kind of hard test this guy. Let's see if that is because of pushing too hard or if it was an in-game glitch. So we're gonna drop the resolution. Let's see how that works. Yeah, at the moment the temps weren't too bad. They were both in the 50s. Yeah, this is the reason I like doing like initial testing when I first get a computer up and running, because you never know. I did a brief test off stream with a about 4 games, but they were only about like 15 minutes each, just so I could just see what they were doing. But yeah, this is probably the longest I've had one going so far. All right, let's change options. Oh, hold on. Graphics. I have a feeling this is going to look a little wonky. There we go. You. Yeah, I thought so. Yes. That is because of this guy. Change you. We're going to bring it back to what I usually do when I'm streaming, which is 1440. Keep it. All right. There we go. 560, 1440. Nice. Go into here. We're going to tickle this thing for a moment. Go down to this guy. Oh, god dang it. Got that direct 3D thing going on. Yes, momentarily. Interesting. So it thinks relative to itself that it is. Okay, I'm being too fancy. I should have left this to do it again. Okay, let's try this one more time. Display settings. Yep, we're at 25, 60, 14, 40. Cool. Okay, launch game. Acknowledge. I acknowledge things. And then lap the CPU to make sure it's perfectly level. Oh, yeah, no, I would not do that. I could not handle that. That would just give me like too much stress to actually futz with a CPU like that. Too much. I was actually commenting about that early on in the stream too, about how there's also like this feeling when I'm working on PCs now versus when I was younger. Like, I feel, and it's not that they are, this is literally just a feeling, and I know that. It feels like they're more delicate now than they were then. Now, the thing is, the electronics is definitely more sensitive, but we have more safeguards in place. Like, we actually have casings around parts of the CPU instead of it literally just being transistors and diodes popped up everywhere. There's definitely aspects that there we go. 15, 14, 15. Yes, please. It's just crazy to me, man. Like the sensation that it is more delicate, but it's not. But I'm always afraid. Hey, thanks for the raid, First Texan. Thanks for the follows and the raids. Welcome aboard, you guys. Hope you guys had a fun stream. First Texan always having a good time. Thanks for the follow, Dank Bank. Much appreciated. So what'd you get up to today, First Texan? Mr. Texan. Right now I'm waiting for loads. I'm currently testing some upgrades on my PC, so you'll have to just kind of bear with me as I'm making sure everything's running as expected. So how are we making that furniture money? Well, so far, not as much as I'd like. Had my first crash just as I was coming into New Babbage to sell. But yeah, basically we're just doing good old classic panel scraping, just taking it easy. Nice low-key night since I'm testing out the new upgrades on the machine. How you doing today, Dank Bank? Did some illegal missions, distribution. Had to teach someone not to get too bold with some trash talking. Nice. Sounds like a lot of blowing up in the best possible ways. It was deserved. Nice. All right, so it looks like they put me back in, which is kind of nice. Chances are.
Welcome. to the
ship
ASOP
is
vehicle
still
retrieval
here.
system.
Well, the CPU cost has definitely gone down a bit, so that's good. Yeah, tonight it's going to be pretty low-key. We're just going to be doing some panel scraping. Might end up doing some cargo running, but right now, just getting back my ship
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle
From
has
its,
been delivered to the following location.
from its appropriate resting spot.
Please visit us again.
Had a completely full Vulture and then crashed out, and so it was lost to the unknown before I could get back in. It happens. Alright, Hangar Dose, was it? Hangar Dose. Hangar 2 is becoming like my go-to in this game lately. Used to be 4. They've shifted out my normal hangar. But yeah, we're also spending a little time chatting about Star Citizen Live, little 324 talk. Just taking her easy. Also, wistfully hoping that they fix the Best in Show paint again. One day, man. Oh, hey, actually, hold on. I just realized I ain't got no cart. I ain't got no tractor now. That guy was saying our friend was pooping himself because he wasn't sticking around, so he came back with fighters. Nice. Way to do it. Oh, is the ghoulish green not painting correctly either? That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just the Vulture altogether. Talked about the salvage chute on the Reclaimer. Called it the poop chute. Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, Fluffy. Much appreciated. It seems like a very poop-heavy stream. Lots of poo going on. No shit, huh? Up we go. Cargo center. Oh, that was a weird pair of sounds. Huh. Heh. Hee. Yup. Plop. Wait. Hurt. Whoop. All right. Come here. Gotta get another tractor beam. Whoop. Another pyro multi-tool. Pyro. We're all just living in the future, waiting for 324. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's still here. Oh well, now I've got to back up for later. We're fine. We're fine. We'll walk it off. It's good. It's good. Whoop. I don't remember hearing sounds up there. That's kind of nice. Well, I should get a snacky food. Let's go get us a snacky food. Snacky food. Food that's snacky. You know what? Just put a 1. I don't care about everything else. Just my frame rates. Alright. Looking at... That's still going up. 87. Yeah. Okay. About 87, 88. That's not too bad. Alright. Alt H. Hide that helmet.
Use your mobile. The info's right
burrito.
there.
All right, what do we got for today? We got moussaka, citrus beef. We got the birria. Who doesn't love the birria? I want to see if they have the ham and cheese one, because that is just still, to me, the most ridiculous burrito there is. It's not even marked as a breakfast burrito. It's like, what the hell, man? Give me a burrito. It can, but it costs way more to use your materials to make it than it is to just buy it flat out. So if I'm here, I always try to do it here. Otherwise, I'll do it if I'm desperate. Yeah, I did the math. Now, the thing is, the math has changed, but the last time I did the math, it came out to about 7,000, I think it was, for one frickin' multi-tool. That's with tractor, which was a little bonkers in price. Now, the thing is, this was back in old RMC and construction material prices, so it's a little different now, but still, I was just like, meh, I'll just buy it. Current floor. All right, we're back. We're back, ladies and gents. Guess who's back? Back again. Jake Trundle's back. Tell a friend. Your seat, sir. Right away, sir. Wake up, Billy.
You are clear to launch.
Of course I'm clear to launch. I'm a special boy. I have special needs. I will always be cleared to launch. Oh, right. Still obstructed. How dare you? How dare you? Right, up now. It's Tio. Cheap cousin of Tio. Yep.
Landing gear up.
Damn straight it's up. Alright, make L1.
You are clear to launch.
I'm already launched. I don't know what you're talking about, crazy man. Ugh. We have to do it the old-fashioned way. How dare you? I am obstructed by nothing except your unjust ways. Anyway, obstructed there too. All right, fine, fine. I'll show you. It's been fun for me to get to meet so many people. Right? That's the whole reason I did it. It was literally just to build out a community, make a bunch of friends, hang out, play games with. It's the only reason I started streaming. That for me is what it's all about. I mean, Evan knows you're not going to make a lot of money on it. Yeah, it's worth being impressed about. I think you've done a pretty good job with that. I've hopped on occasionally. I've checked out where you're at. I mean, you're definitely building a following, which is freaking awesome. It shows you got a certain something. People dig ya. A certain joie de vivre. A certain I don't know what. All right, make L1. Your panels are numbered.
Drive is now online.
And now we fly. With a little luck, we're gonna get PT Wave 1 for 324 next week. Which would be nice. Good way to spend 4th of July weekend, right? Yep, that's basically it. I mean, if you got the time during the day, stream. Yeah, all I've got is the evenings. And when you get to about this age, 40, either 45 or 46, I lost track, whichever one I am. Like the concept of time just seems to it seems like a rocket. Like everything just goes by so quick. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, nothing wrong with spending, like, if you're gaming, stream it. But yeah, I also try to find time to be able to do some other things, especially with the day job. Try to find some gaps because every night just seems to go like that. Like honestly, I just checked over. I'm already almost 2 hours into my stream. It feels like I literally just kicked it off. That's exactly what I'm looking forward to, man. I was talking about that earlier today. Like the first two things I'm planning to do are one, go right where I'm going, my good old Mick L1, go do some paneling, drop them off in the freight elevator, go do some more paneling, save up enough, then bring my ship in and fly it out. I don't know why, but do you do IT? I don't do IT. I'm a software developer, but I mean, it's pretty adjacent. It's a very similar industry. So I work less with hardware and a lot more with software. Nice to meet you, Jack. Software dev of about just short of 30 years, and 17 of it was in AAA games. But I don't do that anymore because the industry has been really rough. I'm sure you've heard about a lot of the layoffs. The last game studio I worked for, I got laid off in a year and a half ago. Year ago, May. And that was the second time I got pulled back into the thing. I did AAA for about 15 years. Then after like a handful of layoffs or studios imploding and all this stuff, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. And then a friend of mine who I had worked with at a game studio was like, dude, you got to come over here. They're paying really well and you get to work with people you love. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So I went there because it's really fun to work with people you know. And then like 2 years later, they closed the studio. And I'm like, well, crap, that's right. That's why I don't like working in that industry. So now I'm back in boring software development. Right now I'm doing healthcare software. But yeah, just coding away. Fun fact, did you know the hospital elevators work in the hangars at the capital cities? Oh, they do now? They didn't previously, because that was one of the first things I futzed with when I first started playing. That's cool. I didn't know they work now. Hell yeah. Oh, infrastructure? Oh man, yeah. That's rough times too. Yeah, so the place I'm working at right now, they're very contentious between the IT org and the dev org, because the IT org it's very interesting. They are very what do I want to put it? Like they hold the keys too tight to the castle, and that makes it very difficult for a lot of us to get stuff deployed. And don't get me wrong, it's like you definitely got to work with IT. It's not something where like, I'm going to do it myself. I know what I'm doing, because you're not going to be the one maintaining it. IT typically is. But simultaneously, their answer to everything is, we'll get to you in about a month. And it's like, dude, we both agreed this needs to ship like tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, but we don't have time. It's like, well, that's literally the company's whole goal. It gets a little annoying. A little bothersome. Did some info for healthcare and it was horrible. Security scared me, so I left. Doing info for MSP now. Nah, that makes sense. I've worked at this place before, the one I'm at now. This time I came back as a contractor. The amount of like annual security audits you have to do working in that industry is bonkers. Matter of fact, that reminds me, at some point next week I've got to go do my HIPAA training. You got to learn all about, what can expose you to legal repercussions when you're working in medical stuff. It's crazy. A friend OD'd and I threw him in and pressed the button. It took him to Orison General with his gear on. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to futz with that. That's cool. I like that, because that was the goal. It was like your trauma unit. You'd get there and immediately be able to pull them over and stuff. I assumed it still wasn't working, but I never tried it after the first couple of times.
Quantum drive is now off.
Video game dev is a lot of fun, I will say. But the one catch is, in a professional sense, you're professionally trying to do art as a science, or even worse, art as a business, and that's where it gets rough, because you can make the coolest thing in the world, but if it just doesn't take off, if people aren't interested in it, your company can implode. Like, not even your project, your whole company can implode, because the thing about game dev is it's a case of, what have you done for us today? You could have made an award-winning game like 5 years ago, but if your next game sucks, that could be the one that, and most likely will be the one that puts you under, the one that gets you out of a job. Even if, you know, it was like, oh no, it was gonna be good, and people agree it's fun, it just didn't sell well. It sucks. I just couldn't do that anymore. It's a rough thing. So mad respect to all the software, all the game devs out there that are still doing it. Oh man, look at that again. You need someone else to push the button. Ah, okay. Saw TikTok of it, decided to test it. Oh, with a tier 2 or worse. Oh, okay, so there are criteria for it. Gotcha. An API to interact with the DB. Password was so bad I had to leave. API interacted with hundreds of DPI. Oh, DBs. Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. You can't go, this API is good for everything. No. That's a big security no-no. Yeah, the stuff I write, number one, everything has to be revocable. Number two, everything has to be for a specific purpose. Ooh, 10K? Okay, let's head that way. Need to learn how to edit clips and stuff so I can make some TikToks from a couple of mine. Yeah, that I've actually gotten my stuff set up. So there's a add-on for OBS called Vertical, and you can basically record in parallel to your stream. And so I actually record all of, I have a vertical layout. I wonder if I could show it. I'm trying to think of how I could do that. No, not without effort. And I don't, effort. I can talk to you about it later if you want to see more about it though. But yeah, basically there's this, it's an add-on for OBS, and it actually will record a vertical version in parallel. So you create your scenes that are like cousins to your main scenes. So you're streaming this, and then you'll have a cousin scene that you've made that is this, and they're both recording simultaneously. And that way, what I do, but I've been too lazy to actually get them closed out, which is the reason that you don't see a lot of TikToks from me. I try to get clips in my stream, and then I'll go back, find the clip time, and then find the parallel vertical time. And then I can snippet that, and it's already pre-built. Good to go. Yeah, I saw the light. Kind of curious who it is. Let's take a lookie. Hello. Oh, okay. Hey, you do you, man. It's another Vulture. Vultures be vulchin'. New placemat is really good. Run an IT glue software that automatically rotates MFA codes. When we fire someone, we can rotate all the passwords. Nice. That's the dream, man. Most places I go to don't have all of that automated, but I mean they have automation for how to clear it out, but they don't have automation for the full process. So that's pretty badass. Look at that cloud. It's a cloud of clouds. I'm gonna leave him his stuff. I'm feeling particularly generous. Like I have a choice, but you know. There we go, 16K. Let's see if this one's nice. I had a few people ask me where the face cam is, and I tell them I can't afford one at the moment, so I'm gonna have to wait. That's fair, that's fair. I mean, you can get a pretty cheap webcam nowadays, but I mean, I know a lot of people tend to wait to try to get a really nice one. I started off with just a cheap webcam. Oh man, nine guys? Oh boy. That's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. Are you all, please don't all be frickin', yeah, this looks like a bunch of frickin' metal. It's metal. It's hardcore metal. Oh, nope, they popped in. They popped in. Got some stuff. Let's get scrapity. All right. This one. Nope, hold on. I gotta remember which button it is. Oh, no, it's that one. There we go. Turn on some lights. scrapity. Everybody loves a little scrapity. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know why, but that really messed with my eyes. Oh, that one was really messed up visual plane. This one looks pretty scrapity. These may be remnants from the other guy. All right, we're rich. I almost have one whole SCU. All right, let's go look at the other guys. How about you? You look kind of fresh, kind of now, kind of wow. Maybe not. These may be this guy's rejects. He may have already been by here. Interesting. That one actually doesn't look so scraped. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty scrapety scraped. Yeah, I think this guy may have already had some snacks, if you know what I'm saying. I have a cheap $40 one from Walmart, but it's too choppy, and I don't like the way it looks. Ah, that's fair. Did like 4 streams back to back, filling a cat with RMC. Nice. Cats are fun for that. What else have we got? What else is in the area, in the vicinity? Oh, excellent. Did you lose them? How about you? 1700. That's minerals. 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 70. Nice. Did you lose them during an upgrade, or what happened to them? Man, L1 is looking pretty barren today. Curious about that thing. See a little black dot. Oh, that's rough, man. Well, I'm glad you got him back. Well earned. Well earned. Like, actually it's starting to look pretty meteory, pretty asteroid-esque. I'm just gonna do a little flyby. Okay, yeah, that looks very, very asteroidy. All right, yeah. You know what? Let's go to L2. Actually, you know what I should do first? Let's go to Tressler. So I can rebind. Gotta make my home again. Now that Xenothreat's done, I don't need to live on Pyro or Pyro Station like some sort of monster. Let's get out of here. Full in space, folks. Actually, he is. Look at him. There he is. Little boy sleeping in his temple. Looking, probably dreaming of little artifacts to find. I just realized it was very quiet. When I looked around, I didn't see my boy. Sure enough, he's crashed in his little temple of snooze. He's such a good little guy. Look at that man. He's my little chunker boy. For those of you that are interested, by the way, while we're flying across space, I do have a Discord if you're interested. !Discord in the chat. We're bring up the address, and we've got a lot of good socializing going on. Particularly lately, a lot of Star Citizen, a lot of Destiny 2, a lot of Warframe. I got channels for all those. We also talk a lot of pop culture. We talk RPGs, any of the cool stuff you might be interested in. So feel free to come hang out with us. Right now, because of the upgrades, we've had a lot of conversation about PC upgrades. Always seems to just kind of follow the mood of the discourse, you know? First, my buddy Prof and I stole an Idris for a total of 42 hours, got 29 of it on stream. Nice! Was that after the 30-hour run? That's pretty good, though. Dang. Held that sucker for a long time. Was that consecutive for both of you, or did you crash for a bit, or...
Quantum drive is now off.
My old-ass self couldn't handle being up that long. Alright, buddy, where'd you go? Tressler. You son bitch. Let's see. Looking at all the fun shapes and sizes. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's New Babbage. So Tressler should be near there. Now, you know what? There's always the shortcut. If you can never find Tressler, but you can find New Babbage. If you go to New Babbage and look up, you'll find Tressler. Oof, 29? Good lord. That's badass. I can't do that anymore. Ugh. I have a hard enough time staying up for 20 hours, let alone nearly 30. I had a job once, basically had ridiculous hours. They basically went from, we won't have much crunch to constant crunch. And I was starting to put in 120-hour weeks for about 3 months there. And the worst day was I had a 36-hour day, and I hated that. I quit not too long after that day. But yeah, it was brutal. Did not like, could not care for it. Now when I hit 14 to 16 or so, I'm like, woo, I'm tired. It's time for a nappy poo. Although, for Extra Life, I do the annual streaming marathon, the gaming marathon. That one's not, it's still not 29, it's only 25 hours, but I do that primarily to raise money for kids, though. It's the only way I could give myself the excuse of doing that. So otherwise I get destroyed. Being old, man, it's no fun.
Thank you. Visit again.
All right, let's see. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Over here. Hi, bud. Is that a Merlin? Looked like a little snub boy. Or what was the other one? Archimedes? Is that the other little snub fighter? Damn, 29, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. You crazy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Bonk. Average stream's been like 12 hours. Nice.
You are clear to launch.
Wrong button. Cool. Okay. Keep it. I can do 12 on like a Sunday, but even then, I feel it. I feel it. Nope, nope, nope. Regrets, regrets, nope. No, it's sucking me in. I had closed for a second, and then, then I went to enter, and I'm like, no, bastard, let me go. Free me from this prison. There we go. No, but consistent long hours have definitely been a good way to make sure you get you build like a I don't know about a fandom, probably a fandom, but definitely a following, you know, because they know they can watch you, they know you'll be around. Like that's the key for a lot of like those day streamers, because they've got the time, they can you know, be around. It's one thing I would love to be able to do. Like if I could make the money, I would love to just stream during the day. I try to when I have time off, but yeah.
Welcome.
It's tricky.
To the ASOP
It's
vehicle
tricky.
retrieval system.
Also, I noticed being on the West Coast, it's weird. Growing up, like I was in the Midwest when I grew up, and like all the cool stuff seemed to happen on the West Coast, and so I was like, oh man, I got to go to bed early. I won't be able to see like the cool show that's on later tonight. Da 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 da. But meanwhile, now that I'm on the West Coast, I have the same problem, but the other side of it, which is when I start streaming, like East Coast and a lot of Midwest are basically like, well, time for bed. I'm like, oh, but I'm here. I'm ready to stream. Let's stream it up. They're like, nope, nope. It's sleeping time. Yeah, well, keep it up, man. You got a good pace going. That's for sure. Let's see. Current location. Yes, please. If this was around when I was younger, I probably would have tried it. Definitely would have tried it sooner. By the time it took off, I was already kind of deep into my already existing career. So I never really gave it a shot. Now I'm like, well, I've got all this freaking gap in the evening because I'm an old man.
Welcome.
Now I'm like, well,
to the ASOP
could have tried a
vehicle
little
retrieval
earlier.
system.
Oh wait, I need more burrito food. Give me some
Please
burrito
visit us
food
again.
and some water food. I've done a handful of things when I was younger because I had the opportunity. Like for a while, I was a screenwriter. Didn't get paid a lot, but did get paid. That was pretty fun. Wrote a couple of small video games. Still write some RPGs. Started that when I was my early 20s, and you know, it's a blast. It's just a fun thing to do. So finding your fun, even if it's not your day job, it's still worth it, man. The only thing I can say, my one tip for anybody is don't try to always monetize your hobbies. That's what'll bite you in the butt. Enjoy your hobbies for what they are as opposed to a way to make money, because eventually you'll start getting into the grind, and then all of a sudden that fun little thing you used to do becomes less fun. It becomes more of a task, an effort. Always have something that's just yours.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
It's not a way to make money. It's not a way to commit to others. It's just yours.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the. Please visit us again.
That's my tip of the day. Oh, there goes Indy. All right, where are we? Hangar 4. Quattro. Figures the one time I had a nice, lush, full vulture was the time I had to crash. Of course. Of course. Now let's try. Fed, hydrated. I've moved my ass back to my home. Because basically Microtech is Space Pacific Northwest. That's basically what it is. It's all mountains. Might even be, I could even consider it Space Canada. Like Space Vancouver. It's like snowy capped with lots of temperate green.
You are clear to launch.
Everybody here is like stuck inside, but when it's nice out, they're outdoorsy. A lot of yoga, crazy tech. Like it all lines up. Microtech is Space PNW. Keep going. There we go. All right, matey. Let's try L2. Make L dose.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Get a little bit more mileage on this computer, just testing out its tolerances before doing a shipping run. Well, it and Star Citizen's tolerances, because they're working on the rendering engine. That's kind of what I'm expecting where a lot of my crashes are going to happen. But you don't see it directly up above. I've got my task manager open, watching heat and CPU usage. So I want to see what the differences are. Oh, wow. So my GPU is at 90% right now, which is pretty impressive. It's funny, the hopping into Quantum is probably the most GPU intensive thing out of everything. It's probably all the particles, I imagine. Flying there. As a note to you guys, if any of you guys are fans of messed up, mentally tormenting video games, I will probably be doing Hellblade 2 on Sunday. So feel free to come by and watch that trauma unfold. The first one was just a deluge, man. By the end of it, you're just like, yeah, I'm a broken person. It was a good game, though. It was a lot of fun. Very brief. Very brief. I think it was, what, like 7 hours? Something like that? Fun as hell, though. Also, I think tomorrow I'm going to be trying to binge The Bear. Any of you Bear fans out there? I don't know how much crossover I have between Star Citizen and FX's The Bear, but there you go. Oh, that's right. Not fully there yet. Let's go to L2A. Bud. How you doing? There we go. 6,000. That feels like panel energy over there. BPE, big panel energy over there. Oh, I think I see one. Is it you? Is it you, little Timmy? I don't think it's you. We're gonna find out in a moment. Yeah, that looks like a rock. Unbeknownst to me, rocks aplenty. Okay. GP, always be pinging. The last couple of locations I went with panels, I did notice something kind of interesting in that they literally blipped in as I got into the area, which was interesting to me. Because that would also explain why every time I'd go to like one of these regions and I'd look for it, it'd just like fall out of existence. You know, I'd be like, yeah, I'm there. And it's like I couldn't find anything. And I think it's because they don't actually populate until you get within a very specific small distance. Which is a little annoying because now, of course, I'm here and I'm like, well, where are they? It's like, you'll never know. You'll never know. Hello, unknown. I'll head that way. Let's see what we can find over here. Timothy? Oh, are you ship? You are not ship, you are gun. Gun is not ship. Gun is gun. Alright. Slowing it down. Okay, you're all minerals. You're all minerals. Life's too short for minerals. 17,000. And now those minerals are just going to taunt me. They're like, yeah, I've been here the whole time. It's like Game Changer. I've been here the whole time. And 51, that's a chance. Over there. Little I Spy. Buddy. Unknown. Well, I'm gonna fix that. That's the goal. No. Please be panels. I don't think you are, though. Typically, they don't show up with little blippy things. Oh, you some bitch. You some bitch. Minerally pieces of shit. Dang minerals. Being all minerals. 6,000 is usually the magic number. That's usually at least 2 panels. So I don't know what's going on here. People breaking laws. Mineral law. Okay, yep. Close. I will say, I do enjoy the cloud vibe. Like the, you know, when you do your ping and you're like, it's in that area. Like, I love the look of that. Oh, no. You're kidding me. More minerals? This feels like minerals. Now it feels like ghosts. Ghost minerals. Oh, there we go. Panels! See what I mean? They just blooped right in. Whoa! Yikes! I was an SCCM. I thought I was swapping back from nav. It's like, no, you were in the correct mode all along. Oh no. Dude, is this like a new fad? Like, already used up freaking panels. I think I'm in the busted ass panel verse. That's what it is. I don't think I've seen this many like consumed panels before. I've seen one or two, but the fact that I'm just like following a consumed panel trail is crazy. I have to actually take a contract like some sort of monster, like a heathen. Oh, looks like they didn't go all the way around. I feel like I'm eating like the you know, like chewing on the little bit of meat at the edge of the bone. Yeah, they left this for me. Nom 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 nom. I mean, this is, considering this is a vulture, like I feel like I am kind of living up to name, you know what I mean? Look at this, they left just a little bit for me to chew on. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. This is crazy, man. Have you guys experienced this? Have you seen this many already consumed panels before? Usually they go away by now. Unless I'm like literally right behind someone else that's been chomping on the panels. I'm like, hey bro, heard you like panels. Too bad, I'm gonna eat them all. Eat all your damned panels. Here's one. Is that the one? Oh, well, there's 4 at least. That's good. This is probably the same one I was on before. Yeah, alright. Let's go check this guy out. How about you? Wait, that one actually looks like it might have stuff on it. Oh, look, stuff! This is crazy! Who'd have thought I would actually get some frickin' SCUs? I like that 75% isn't warning. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of my ships, that actually could be a legit concern. But generally, 75% is just kind of a notice that, hey, you've actually used it a little. Imagine if your car tank warning was like, hey, you've still got 75% of your gas. And you're like, and? I know. I'm the one driving it. Go. At least these two gave me some. It's nice. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I've consumed all you got to offer. Yeah, you look pretty consumpted. Alright. Oh, who else we got? What's over there? There we go. 1870. 1720. 1850. How about you? 1750. So many minerals. How about you? 1720. You? 1850. 1870. And 5100. Much rocks? Were you doing some mining? Were you bussing rocks? Salvage. Oh, nice. Oh. I see. You're saying. I thought you were saying it as an excited thing, not a like, God damn it, so much rocks. I thought you were like, yay, rocks. Yeah, plates. I've been having the worst time today with them. Actually, since my crash specifically, because before that I was doing pretty good, and then I crashed and lost all the good that I got. And now I'm on the hunt again, and now it's shit. Now it is shit. Holy crap. Double or nothing, that's gonna be more rocks. Goddamned rocks. Freaking rocks. Do 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 do. Get there faster with the nav. Then I went to the nearest station and saw 2 crews in there. Here the plates went. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. I have a feeling I'm not alone here. I know the Mick L1, when we were looking at that earlier, that was definitely fucking rocks, man. I know that was definitely another competitive scraper, which is why I left. But I haven't seen another one around here, around these parts. Just lots of rocks. So many fucking rocks. Son of a bitch. Gonna try the Aaron belt? Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, if I was being a little bit more, I don't know, proactive, I'd go to some of the more useful locations. But I'm specifically just kind of like taking it easy tonight. But ironically, I'm just getting myself all revved up. So I'm like, 130 things. I want my stuff. It's a catch-22, man. It's a catch-22. Took a Vulture and a Max. Nice. It's a good combo. All I need is my Polaris. Of course, I'm really getting the feeling we're gonna see some heavy costs once all the engineering stuff comes online in terms of just manning your Polaris on a day-to-day. So it may end up like, I'll be like, hey, the Polaris, and then I'll be like, oh, maybe not. Yeah, right? Polaris is worth it, man, in my opinion. We'll find out how wrong I am, but right now I am very much happy that I purchased my Polaris. It was a good purchase. I want a salvage specific ping. That's what I want. I want a ping that's nothing but salvage. It'll be like rocks are stupid, but that's salvage. I'll ping you when I got some. Thanks for the follow, Wolf Trail. Much appreciated. No worries, dude. I'm glad you did this time. May seem dumb, but I don't mind however long it takes to make friends, as long as I'm making friends. Super cheese, I know, but yeah, it how I be. Oh, dude, that's a cool one. Nice. That's a nice emote party there. Huh? Hold on. Watch, these are probably the same panels as last time. Or the same rocks as last time. Either or. What are those things? Hold on. I want to see what this is. Keep going past these. Guns? What are you? What's your deal? You're guns, right? Yeah, I mean, that looks like a gun. I don't know what the rest of it is. Oh, no, it's an ad. I don't think I've ever seen these ads before. Out here at one of the L stations. One of the Lagrange stations. That's cool. Huh. Would you like a break from the ads? Oh, okay, that's why. I never come over to the point where they have the little racing strip. Okay, that makes sense now. All right. doing some thinking. Indy, what are you doing? You doing some thinking? He's literally lying in the corner. He's just kind of curled up. I don't know what he's doing. He's a crazy dog, man. All right. Let's try a little switcheroo. We've been here on L1 or L2 for a while. Maybe things have cooled off over at L1. We'll take a look. We'll see what's going on over there. And we're off. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they're able to get Wave 1 PTU in before the 4th extended weekend, because that would be just the funnest thing to spend a few days on. And since I'll have the time off, I can even stream it too. It should be a blast. A blast, I says. Never tried. Can the 890 from the boarding rescue mission be salvaged? I haven't tried either. I would believe so. I don't see why I wouldn't, because I think it's considered derelict once you're done with it. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure you can, now that I think about it, because totally it's secondhand knowledge, but I believe a friend of mine said that after he did it, he spent the time salvaging the 8.9. So I believe so, but I cannot say for fact. But yeah, that'd be a chomper. The thing is, you definitely need to bring your reclaimer if you want to. Actually, can a reclaimer bust up an 890? Is it big enough? What was that phrase? God, it's old. It was something along the lines of, can God create a big enough rock that even God couldn't break it, or something like that? It's kind of like that thing. It's like, can you get a ship that is so big that even the biggest ship can't break it? Can't what's the word? Fracture it. I'm kind of curious. Obviously, the recyclable material is what matters, so, that's fine. You can still make tons of money even if you can't fracture it. But I am kind of curious, can a reclaimer fracture an 890? My assumption is no. So I think the scale's off. But I don't know for sure, because I believe the MSR is either the last one that you can fracture with the Vulture, or it's the first one you cannot in terms of scale. Because there is a line where you can't fracture with a Vulture anymore. But likewise, there is, I presume, a line where the Reclaimer can. I mean, we're going to have to get to a point where it can't anyways. Otherwise, what I'm envisioning is, imagine a Reclaimer going up to a Kraken eventually. It's like, I'm here to fracture you. And they're like, no, you can't. You can't. Don't even try. Don't be ridiculous. Or a Bengal. Yeah, Jesus. I'd love to see it try, though. God, I want to see the Bengal in action. Stop. This is the one thing I hate with overlapping quantum points.
Quantum drive is now on.
Big Max makes the calendar move.
Quantum drive is now off.
All right, let's try this again. Scanners be scanning. I love the scan progress was like an emotional state. Oh, it's shitty. What's the progress? Oh, it's horrible. How about now? Oh, scan progress is improved. It's not as crappy. Let's see. Come on, buddy. It's looking real quiet out here. L1's usually my go-to. Let's get deeper in there. Maybe that could be the issue. I love the fact that they brought in the volumetric stuff from pyro though. Like the asteroid fields feel way more like ominous now, you know? Like, look at that. Oh, he needs some storminess and stuff. Oh, that'd be great. 1850. But you. 1720. Good year. Good year, that's 1720. 1.5 hours of work left? Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you're hanging with me while you do it. Got hit by NPC pirates today at McL2. I've had that happen only like a couple of times. And of course it happens at the most inopportune times, but I am happy that it only happens on occasion. For me, so far. Like, they could increase that for all I know. Come on, man. Where are all the parties at? Where's all the panels, yo? I came to this party, bro, expecting panels. I was told the panels would be here. I think this is my punishment for having a nearly full stock vulture when I crashed. They're like, yeah, let's offset that a little bit. Gotta fix this problem. Oh, so you solved it? No, we fixed the glitch. Milton's not getting a paycheck anymore. Just look at all the chips. That's what I love about this. This isn't just like a big blocky asteroid field. You can see all the chips from asteroids that like shattered into each other. It's so cool. Bro, come on, bro. All right, you know what? We're gonna pivot. We're gonna do a little pivety poo. If I can't find any here, no. Okay. Kind of doing that last minute thing where it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave unless someone says I should stay. Anybody saying I'll stay, but otherwise I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving. I think what we'll do is we're gonna try a little mini Hull C fun, because you know what? A Hull C run is Hull C fun, you know? We'll use that as the closer for tonight. So at least something happens, you know? I got 2 SCU here, so, you know, not a complete and utter bust. Just a, you know, mostly bust, but I can honestly live with that. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm still very cautious when I use my Hull C. Like, number one, I have a handful of rules until it becomes more stable. Rule number 1 is no Hull C runs unless I have at least twice as much money as I'm willing to put in. Number 2, if I can't undock the ship, we're done for the day. Number 3, never dock the ship once you start your runs. You're only going to go up and hover next to public pads. Like, that's my rules. Like, I will always follow those. And even then, like with my, you know, at least twice as much as what I'm willing to put in, my first couple of runs are always like in the 200 to 400,000. Even though it's like you're leaving money on the table. I'm like, only if I'm able to successfully sell them on the other side. Otherwise, I've saved money. But it is becoming way more stable, I will say. I've been able to successfully dock and undock pretty consistently now. But I'm still just not 100% there. Like, for example, picking up and dropping off cargo, I found I can actually get that to work pretty close to 100% of the time, but it takes a lot of Hull C dancing to get it to work. You got to put it in the box, and then sometimes it'll just instantly work. Other times it'll be like, stop moving, even though you're not moving, so you have to do this, like, wiggly, wriggly dance so that you can get it to line up. whatever way it decides it needs to be lined up. And then you'll eventually sell it. What I love is when I'm moving around slowly trying to find the right alignment to make it happy, and I'll have it for a moment and then slowly turn a little bit past it because it didn't recognize it initially, and so it'll go through maybe about 2 or 3 seconds worth of transferring and then stop again, and it's like, you were there for a second, I won't tell you where, but you were there a moment before. If you try again, maybe you'll get more transfer. I will admit, though, specifically on your comments about the hangar simulator, I kind of am looking forward to more of the box Tetris. I really enjoy that. I'm a simple man, simple wants. I love moving stuff around in those damn boxes. There's that guy. Is it that one? Quantum travel. Have you truly quantum if you haven't quantum traveled? Non-existent crime stat. Hell yeah. I don't know what it is about Tressler. Honestly, I think it's probably because it has the free exit. But I just love coming to Tressler. It's my favorite well, I will say Tressler / Microtech. Like the Planet Leo combo. This is like my favorite one. Love it. It's not necessarily the closest to everything. It's definitely not the farthest. But I love it. It was admittedly when I first started playing. This was the LZ I picked when I first started because of a video by a random YouTuber when I was first learning how to play. I couldn't even tell you which YouTuber because it was before I knew relevant names for anybody that was streaming Star Citizen or making videos. But yeah, no, it's their recommendation, and I took it, and yeah, now it's my go-to. It's my home. Oh no, that side. That's fair. With the upgrade I just did, I'm tempted to actually set up my the remnant bits as my alt SC computer. That way I could have an extra hand for for doing like my C2 or just helping to haul on my reclaimer, stuff like that. It's super tempting. Super tempting. Not that I'm gonna do any in the near future, because I already spent too much on this upgrade. I don't need more money spent, but it's something I'm gonna consider for sure. Back in the old EverQuest days, it got to the point where I was dual boxing on that because that game was not built for soloing. So you end up if you want to just play by yourself, you need a dual box. You need at least one other person to go do stuff with. But fortunately, that was also a game where it was less about Twitch type mechanics and more about just click your button at a certain time. That's about it. And so yeah, you can just have a dude follow you around and then just press the button here and there, and you got your support.
Welcome
Done
to
and
the
done.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Oh, nice. You got a belly slave. Go back to the pits. Yes, sir. Lesser. Second box beast. Nice. Yeah, I played WoW up until God, what was it called? It was the first expansion, my God. I knew the name for so long and now I can't think of it. Wrath of the Lich King? Is that what it was called? I think that was it. You know, Arthas, Angry Arthas. I played until then. I really enjoyed that game. But then I just realized I was spending way too much time on MMOs, plural. Burning Crusade and then Wrath. Yeah, I played through Burning Crusade. Not all of it, because we didn't really have a raid group going, but played a lot of Burning Crusade. And then, yeah, when Wrath came out, that was the point where I kind of pulled up the tent poles and went on to other things. Really loved WoW, but I was playing so many MMOs, and I was just realizing I didn't do anything else. It was just MMOs all the time. And I was like, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but what about the rest of my world? What about the rest of life? There's gotta be more. Gotta be more to this crazy thing called life. Must be more to this provincial life. All right, hold on a second. SC trade tools. There we go. Yeah, trade routes. All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna make a route. So we got the Hull C, and I'm gonna be willing to put, let's say 400k into this guy. Now the thing is, I was told there was a way to only show like planetary locations or non-planetary. Okay, Lagrangian's one of them. Yeah, Lagrangian stations. Okay, cool. Yeah, those two, and commodities. Avoid Vice. I'm too much of a goody two shoes. Okay, I think those will do it. That doesn't seem right. Oh, avoid. No, only, sir. Sir. I was like, why does this literally look like the opposite of what I was requesting? Oh, damn it. This is why I can't. There we go. Hey, there we go. That works. Okay, now the question is, are any of these starting? No. The second part is, are any of these containing? This is one thing I have noticed when I've built out my routes, is a lot of these routes, I have to like move at least one spot over because they just do not. Oh, no circular route for that one, huh? Okay. Uh-oh, did I hit the... I've noticed this. This is kind of interesting. So there's this interesting bug with SC Trade Tools where after a little bit, it'll like lose like the listing of options. It's very strange. Very strange. All right, so let's use this guy. Seraphim, Everest, Pyro, Grimhex, Magnus. Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep it the goody two shoes thing. Also because of the fact that I don't know it well enough. Taking Grim off the list. It's my fancy way of doing things. Okay. This one looks reasonable. How about you? That one also looks reasonable. Alright, let's see what we can find on the map now. Okay, so Terra, Everest, Pyro, Bygenie, Seraphim. Where is the closest? So Everest is here. Terra's there. So if we start at Everest, let's see, hydrogen, scrap, iron, processed food, helium. Let's see, let's actually, hold on, I got an idea. Let's go see if any of those are marketable or are commodities here. Because sometimes they'll do that since a lot of them are kind of interchangeable, so to speak. Let's see. Galleria. Galleria, Galleria. Galleria Magnifico. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. What do you got? What do you got for me, buddy? You have any of them I give a crap about? Copper. Anybody want copper in that list? Nobody wants copper in that list. But let's see if anybody wants copper in this other list. Copper? Anybody? Copper? No? No copper? How about you? Copper? Want some copper? Nobody wants copper. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Everest. Okay. So from Everest, we're gonna go to Pyro. All right. Let's do that. Pardon me, sir. Visit Orison, the city in the clouds. All right, back down. All right, we'll see how the first test goes, which is, can we get the ship out without being a pain in the ass? Because that within itself is a feat.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
All right, Misk. Misky. There we go. New Babbage. Wait. File a claim. New Babbage. Right. Some bitch. Okay. Do we have anything here I can take down to grab it quick? Pyro. Tressler. Got the Vulture. Okay, we'll just grab something zippy. Okay, that's zippy. That'll work. At 325. My only origin ship.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been
All right,
delivered
hangar
to the
4,
following
huh?
location.
Let's do it. There we go. Hangar Quattro. I keep thinking of it as a Avenger, so I keep going over to the rear. Have joined the channel. This was one of the first ships I ever got with in-game cash. Always has a partial spot for me because of that. Mongoose remembers when I first got it. Got all these cool like moon roof pictures and stuff, and then I flew a fuselage home because I decided to go a little low flying when I was still trying to learn how to fly, period. It was fun though. It was a good time.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Quantum drive activated.
Wonderful.
Quantum drive deactivated.
That's right, quantum drive deactivated. And I am dropping like a brick. I gotta not underestimate the speed that this thing goes. That's the thing. It's like I'm just so used to most ships where it's like, you know, you can
Please proceed to
rocket
assign
straight
landing
down,
bay.
it's no big deal. But this guy
Landing gear deployed.
is pretty fast. You may realize that you should have slowed down about 5 seconds after you should have slowed down. Look how bright it is down there. It's so bright. So bright, guys. So bright. A little closer. There we go. Hangar dose. Yeah, right? If only it wasn't in a public area. I'd scrape the hell out of that. Hi, Banana-tastic. Are you new? I'm getting new vibes from that landing, which is fair. Still gonna... Oh, never mind. He's also a chonky boy. I tend to be a little more delicate on my chonky boy flights, too. And even if he is new, or she, or they, whomever, it's alright to not be a crazy stunt pilot McGee. Slow and steady wins the race.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Engines
Alright.
inactive.
That is one thing I am kind of looking forward to once they get rid of the concept of the Armistice Zone. Just think of all the salvage you'll be able to do. I'm not here, you know, for private financial gains. I'm here to help the CPU cycles of the zone, making sure everybody has quicker render times by, you know, salvaging everything I can. I'm here to help. I'm helping you. A lesser person would think I'm here for scrupulous financial gain, but the real meta is helping you out.
Shopping, dining, and entertainment.
Let's drop off.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Drop off the 325. There you go. Store it. And we'll pull out the Hull C.
I'm sorry.
Remember,
That is an
your
invalid
belongings
request.
You some bitch, you said it down here, you bastard. I
Your
tell
fleet
you
please
what.
visit us again.
Alright, you know what?
Goodbye.
This is why I can't have nice things. This right here. This is why I can't have nice
system.
things. Alright, what else do I have up here?
Tired of travel?
You know I've got to have at least one other new Babbage thing. Anything I want to bring up that I don't have up right now? I swear I saw something else that was new Babbagey. Oh, my C8R. I could bring my rescue ship up. That's true. Nah, we'll take the 325 up. All right. Oh, I also just noticed the time. Here's the plan. We're going back up. I'm going to take 325 boy.
Your
Back
vehicle has been
upstairs.
delivered.
Nah.
Please visit us again.
I'm going to pull all of my disparate ships back home. This is why you don't go all out on the road and lose track of where all your ships are. It's embarrassing. You're only embarrassing yourself, kids. All right. What's up, ship? You look familiar. I feel like I was just flying you. There we go. Enter the pilot seat.
You are clear to launch.
I am clear to launch.
Core system operational.
Nurse on the Taurus. I love that everyone's stacking up the nurses. That is great to me. I love that. You know what? Let's do a little nighttime flying here. Hold on, let's get a little distance. There we go. And a little lower. Hold on. that one. I want... There we go. Oh, and a light. Figure it kind of vibes with the time of night. Music. Ah, the bubbles. Let's see how horrible I am at flying, which, you know, could definitely be a thing. Hey, nice. Not often I just get to cruise around Microtech, you know? New Babbage. No reason I can't. It just doesn't seem to happen as often. I'd love to be able to just travel around this city and have stuff be all over the place. Like, imagine just kind of like this is like an open air, you know, I don't know, market, like a farmer's market or something. Kind of cool. Combat happening out here. Sometimes level designers create stuff. It's too good for its use. It's like this. Look at all this stuff, man. You can do so much more for this than just the basic aesthetic. Give it time. I'm sure more of this is gonna be something. But right now, it's just like, oh, I want to do stuff here. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. Oh, absolutely, the RP opportunities. I mean, look at this. This is like a little town over here. Like a township within. Could you imagine hanging out here, doing stuff? Oh, it's crazy cool looking. I mean, look how big this building is. Like, this is not even being used. I mean, it looks like the top is. It looks like it's set up for package deliveries, right? Yeah, right there. That's a package delivery spot. That's the extent of its use right now. Imagine being able to go down into it. I know they're working on it. I mean, not a high pry, but I know they're working on it. I remember seeing images of like some of the designs they had for interiors and stuff like that. I remember when I first started playing and I was doing a lot of package missions here in New Babbage. And, you know, you'd end up with those rooftop ones where you go to the top of the skyscrapers, like the one I just saw. And I was just still learning how to fly. And I had recently discovered Uncoupled. And I knew conceptually what it did, but I didn't really fully get the feel for it. And I also didn't fully get the fact that you have to kind of maintain your altitude yourself when it's on. And so there were points where I was coming in to land and I was like, oh, I think I'm doing pretty good. And then, like, as I get to the spot, I'm like, I go into my map to check some stuff, but don't realize the fact that because I'm uncoupled, I'm basically quietly falling to the Earth's surface. Like, I'd come back and it's like, like I'd just blow up right when it happens. Oh man. it was pretty fun though. I really liked doing package missions. I mean, they were jank. They're still pretty, you know, inconsistent, but I found them to work well enough that I liked doing them as often as I could. I'm gonna try to see if I can scooch. My perspective's a little janked there, but I did it! Yay! It's one thing about putting the ship so far down. I did it primarily so we don't get a big blast of light wash as I'm flying around in here. I like FedEx runs with Mule works well. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Actually, what I really enjoyed, I did one of the Dist Center runs where it was 10 packages, but they were all in the same distribution center, so you didn't have to fly everywhere. And I brought my my tractor, my MPUV tractor, and I just literally hovered it around, grabbed them, and threw them into the ship. It was fun. It was overkill because to get my MPUV there, I actually had to fly in my C2. So I basically was running around with 10 packages in a C2, but it was so fun because the MPUV was just a blast to run around with. Oh, one of the things I had heard is for 324, more than packages stick to cargo grids now because of the whole physicalization. And so I am theorizing, because I haven't heard anyone talk about it, because who would really give it a crap to try? I'll try it when PTU Wave 1 comes out. But if you can, imagine having your MPUV and, you know, the underbelly that can hold, was it 24 SCU? Imagine just slapping the packages under there. That would be great, because I think little packages should stick with the tweaks they did. Because you can actually put, like, guns and missiles and other stuff onto the grid now. It'll actually stick on the grid. Yeah, what a pretty place. Mixed bag turning off the light. It's really hard to see because since it's so cold, yay for atmospherics in a good way, it's really hard to see ahead of you, right? It's like I can't see too far ahead because of the atmospherics. But if I turn them off, it's hard to really discern some of the shapes at night. This is just gorgeous. Got to give New Babbage its, you know, its due diligence. It's what it deserves, man. So good. All right. Nice thing about being a cold planet, not a lot of clouds to get in the way. Always easy to see Seaport Tressler in the distance. Tressler time, folks. Tressler time. Time to pack those bags.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
All right.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, I will. Rest assured, my friend. Then we're bringing everything home. Oh, now that I think about it, okay, I understand why the Hull C was down there, even though I couldn't use it. First thing I do whenever a new patch comes out, you know, you have to reset your home, etc. What I will initially do is bring
Landing
in.
gear deployed.
What are you doing, little dancy guy? Aaron Zocht. Oh, are you trying to find your? I bet he's trying to find which one he's in. Oh, hey. Rude. Took my hanger. All right, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need this.
Hydrogen fuel 75%.
You're not my mom. I'm just gonna go to a public pad and reclaim it. I don't even have to pay for anything then. Oh yeah, but yeah, when I first hopped on for Xenothreat when 1A came out, I was on long enough to pull the ships that I wanted, change their liveries so they all had the appropriate stuff that they were supposed to have, and then left to go do Xenothreat. So because of that, you end up with the Hull C sitting in New Babbage where it can't actually be claimed, but it was because of the fact that I wanted to get the correct livery, because I've got this just gorgeous paint for it, and change its quantum. But because I haven't used it yet, it's now just sitting there in New Babbage where it can't take off. Ah, the classic. Anybody home? Guess someone just left their spare Avenger, in case anybody needs it. It's awful nice. Very considerate of them. Alright, let's get down there. Alright.
Welcome to the ASOP
We're
Vehicle
gonna do a
Retrieval
handful
System.
of
Insurance
summons.
claim has been sent.
You.
Please visit us again. Your
Summon.
insurance claim has been sent.
Next. You. Summoned.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Next. You. Summoned. You'll notice all my
Your
warships
insurance claim has
are
been
freaking
sent.
out there. My Hammerhead, my Harbinger. Let's see who else. The Arrow's out in Orison. Oh, I think I used that as a hopper
insurance
because
claim has
I
been
needed
sent.
just something quick, and I was like, well, I hadn't used my Arrow yet, so I always forgot how fast the frickin' Arrow is, man. That thing is
Your
it's
insurance
just a
claim
little.
has been. Your vehicle
little
has
rocket.
been moved to our storage facility.
Yeah, my F8Cs, both of those are out there.
Your
Pyro,
insurance
of
claim
course.
has been sent.
Knit. That one.
Welcome.
That
to
one.
the A-
This one.
welcome to the A-
Oh, and my
Your
Gladiator,
insurance claim
which I
has been
barely
sent.
used. I think I used it in one cycle of Xenothreat.
Visit us again.
But, it still got
Your
used. It
insurance
got some
claim
mileage.
has been sent.
I don't think I even technically own that. I think that's a loaner. I think the Gladiators.
Vehicle retrieval system.
What else we got? Okay, we got the A1 and the A2.
Your
I think they were
insurance claim
Aaron
has been
ships.
sent.
Too far? Too far. You, A2.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Funny thing is, if they release the PTU for before I hop back on here,
Your insurance claim
this
has
may
been-
all be
your
for
vehicle
moot,
has been moved to our
because when
storage
24
facility.
comes out, I probably gonna have to end up picking a new place again. Tressler. Pyro, Corsair, of course. The Corsair got some good mileage too.
Your
I haven't been
insurance
playing my
claim
Corsair
has
a
been
lot
sent.
lately. The Xenothreat thing, I did get some good mileage out of
To
that.
the welcome to the
All right,
ASOP
Hull
Vehicle
C,
Retrieval
yeah.
System.
Both my Hull C's.
Your insurance
One's
claim
my for
has
real
been
one.
sent.
The other one, where did the other one come from? There's another.
Welcome.
I think it was the BMM.
Welcome
I think it's the
to the
BMM.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I know it was a loaner, but I'm trying to remember from where. From whence it came. Alright, Misk. There we go. My favorite one, that's the Hull
insurance claim
C2.
has been
I wish I
sent.
could rename them. I mean, even if they're not officially named, I wish I could actually, be just put a little label
Please
for them.
visit us again. Retrieval system. Welcome
That'd be
to
pretty
the
cool,
ASOP
right?
Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, Tressler, you're there. You're both there. You're getting claimed
Your insurance claim has been sent.
because effort involved and all that stuff. And the Scorpius. I think that got one
Your insurance
run
claim
as
has
well.
been sent.
Just watched some of today's ISC, dude. I'm loving the new hauling missions. No upfront money needed. Yep, I agree. I love that. the one thing that has always been a detractor for my cargo runs, this kind of deals with. Now, they did explicitly say it's not like they're getting rid of what they call them, commodity missions. Like salvage is going to have an upfront cost. Classic cargo running will have its own cost, but I like the fact you have an option, especially for early on when you're first trying to make your money. I like the fact that it's like, look, you got this ship and you're poor. We've got a job for you, buddy. I love that. That is so handy. All right. There we go. What do you think? That's a good shot, right? R, display. Get rid of the display stuff. Beautiful. That's a beautiful shot, if ever I would say so. I hope they make it where you can build rep with like corporations. Yep, that is actually in that that ISC as well, or Star Citizen Live. They go over that as well. It'll have rep attached to it. Matter of fact, they've even because it was the thing in the back of my head that I was really hoping they would talk about. They specifically talked about how you might take the mission and then just go sell the goods illegally, because I was like, you should be able to, but of course that's going to mess up the chain. They did exactly what I was expecting them to do. They're basically going to be like, okay, you could do that, but number one, you're only going to get a subset of the value because it's already got an ownership tag on the SCU crates, so you're getting less for each of them. And then on top of it, if you don't deliver, you actually get a ding on your rep. So, they're going to get less and less willing to sell with you. So it's not a get rich quick scheme, but simultaneously, it's not like I got titanium, but it's not real titanium. It's fake titanium. It's like, no. You could go sell this titanium if you want, but it's not going to be worth the same amount, which I kind of like. Exactly, and they were talking about that, the pyro fencing. Like there's definitely, like, you could play the system, like if you got your rep high enough where they trusted you with these big runs, then you might be able to do a few scores where it's like, pyro lost on the way, oops, and you're not completely SOL. But if you keep doing it, of course they're going to start going, every time I give them a package, it doesn't seem to get delivered. Interesting. So it is kind of interesting that you could kind of play that. Sell the goods, maybe they put a bounty on your head. That would be pretty cool. If they could tie it to you, which, I mean, with some of the quantum stuff they're talking about, like, I could see that being like a T2 or a T3 of quantum, where it's like they not only are like, hey, this is gone, but hey, this is shown up on the black market. Like, imagine this. This isn't something they talked about, but it's something that I could see with the chain of logic that they've built. If you took a contract from Kovalex, just for the hell of it, and they wanted you to ship titanium from Stanton to Terra, and when you get to the other side, you don't have it, and in-game narrative, oh, pirates got it or whatever, I lost it, the ship blew up, whatever, but mechanically speaking, you just never delivered it because you actually sold it. Well, what if the quanta for the selling of that black market good that you sold to a fence then goes to another source, and then eventually in background quanta, those SCUs intersect with Kovalex and they go, wait a minute, this is our own crate. And so they go, okay, when this happens, now they're going to generate a bounty for you because they're like, this shouldn't be on the black market. How did this get here? I think that'd be really kind of cool. It's not immediate. Like if you sold it to a fence, it's not like, oh, you get a bounty because, we've added the bounty feature to it, but more like 3 weeks down the road, all of a sudden out of nowhere, you log in and it's like, why is there a bounty on me? Oh God, that titanium I sold a few weeks back, it got back to them. They know. That'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be really kind of neat. I really like that. I like that concept. All right, folks. Looking at the time, I think it is old man o'clock for me. I'm gonna have to wrap it up for now, but just to let you guys know, Sunday at noon PST, I will most likely be playing some Hellblade 2. Love you guys to come on by. Next week is going to be kind of We'll see where it goes, especially with the PTU. We'll see how that goes along. The day that the PTU drops 3/24, I will be streaming that night. That's a guaranteed fact. So plan on that. Beyond that, feel free to join the Discord. Keep that conversation going. We can maybe set up some fun times with some of the crew that have been hanging out. Love playing with folks. So feel free to come on by, chill out, talk about games, talk about movies, talk about whatever. But for now, I gotta head out. My name is Jason, aka Solstice. That's my dog over there. You can't see him; he's sleeping. But this is Worlds Told. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.